My goodness, I have something really, really special to show you, and I'm so excited about this, my gorgeous people. Indeed, this pendant I have here, it's called Blue Tiger's Eye. Check how gorgeous and how beautiful this actually is. Blue Tiger's Eye. This is not only gorgeous, I mean, look at it, look at its pattern, look at this beautiful, stunning, absolutely stunning colors. It is very, very beautiful indeed. And the Blue Tiger's Eye is also extremely powerful indeed. And why is Blue Tiger's Eye so powerful? Well, it's powerful because it helps you to protect yourself on one hand from an evil eye. It helps you to protect yourself from negative energy. And you know, when it comes to negative energy, when it comes to evil eye, you know, things can be done to us on purpose, but things can also be done to us like not on purpose, if you know what I mean. Sometimes people can intentionally send like a huge amount of the actual negative energy towards us. Yes, people can do this indeed, sadly, but sometimes that can happen spontaneously. Like, for example, if you are talking to people who are going through lots of problems, if you're talking to people who are having lots of issues, you know, that they're actually dealing with, you know, in terms of the actual energy, we can pick up on this so much, you know, we can pick up on this, and that can affect us. So it really depends how strong people are. If we are talking about really powerful and strong individuals who are very authoritative, for example, or if we are just talking about rather powerful and strong-minded individuals, they don't have to be horrible, they don't have to be nasty, they don't have to be evil, but it's this huge amount of energy that they contain within. And once they are going through something very difficult, if we come across at that moment in time and they are talking to us, for example, this is what can actually affect us, and we can indeed pick up a huge amount of negative energy from people like that, for example. So when it comes to an evil eye, this is why I say that sometimes people can do it intentionally, but sometimes we can pick up a huge amount of negative energy, you know, completely spontaneously. And also, on another hand, why is this blue tiger's eye so powerful? Because you know that the golden tiger's eye, which is kind of more common, you know, golden tiger's eye is also extremely powerful when it comes to these two things. But what makes like a blue tiger's eye different? Well, I will tell you what it makes so different, you see, because on another hand, on another note, why blue tiger's eye and also golden tiger's eye are also really powerful when it comes to our career, when it comes to our finances, you know, we kind of, it helps us to stay on the right track, but at the same time it really kind of, it guides us through things, because when we are inspired by something, we have a kind of confidence to go for it at the time when we would be like, at the time when we would maybe pull back, or at the time when we would feel kind of uncomfortable if we are not prepared for something, for example. So it really helps you to make the step, you know, the necessary step that you have to make at the time that normally you wouldn't, you see. And this is why it's so important. But also it's like kind of fantastic when it comes to attracting things into our lives. For example, attracting good luck, attracting like things that are going to be beneficial for our finances, beneficial for our career, and things like that. And this in itself, golden tiger's eye and blue tiger's eye are both really good. But when it comes to the blue tiger's eye, what it makes it really different to the actual golden tiger's eye, it's because it has got an absolutely mind-blowing power to connect, to help us to connect and reconnect with ourselves in such a way where it elevates us to the point where we unlock the power of our third psychic eye. Our third psychic eye, it's absolutely everything, and lots of people don't understand the importance of the third, our third eye, third psychic eye, and the importance of our pineal gland or our third psychic eye. It's absolutely enormous when it comes to this world, indeed, because this is something that helps us to connect and reconnect to our own spirituality. You know that there is so much more to this world than it meets the eye. There is so much more to this world, but some people are just literally never going to be able to understand this. There are three different types of people in this world, on this earth. There are three different types of people. The type of people, number one, it's people who are always open-minded. It's people who are always spiritual. It's people who are always going It's people who are always going to try things. It's people who, number one, are people who are really spiritual from the moment in time they were born. For example, like myself, people who are very sensitive, empaths, people who understand things, people who are naturally psychic, people who allow themselves to be intuitive. So number one, the type of people, number one are most certainly people who are born like pretty much so really spiritual, and they have been spiritual throughout their lives. Number two, like for example myself, you see, number two is the type of people who are always willing to learn. This is wonderful, and this is always a good sign. That number two is the type of people who are actually willing to learn, which is always good, which is always brilliant, and it's always an amazing sign, because you just know that as long as people are willing to learn, people are kind of through our subconscious mind already understanding that there is something to kind of things that they may not be able to understand. So the bottom line is, when it comes to people who are actually willing to learn, these people, for example, can learn quite a lot about spirituality, and that in itself can open their eyes slowly but surely, indeed. So number two, it's people who are willing to learn, and that's absolutely brilliant, because basically it's like these people are already like a halfway there, and sometimes they just need a bit of a kick, and sometimes they just need a bit of like kind of motivation, and they find this through people who they feel like very kind of connected to. So this is already kind of telling you that their intuition is kind of like bringing them forward and bringing them closer to the point where they fully understand kind of that there is so much more than what is actually going on. And the people number three, the third type of people number three, are people who are just never going to learn, people who are not willing to learn, and there are loads of people like that, people who are just so sadly closed-minded, and these type of people are never going to open their mind. They're never going to kind of become keen and eager to learn. This is because of the several reasons. They have been born that way. They have been kind of fed a certain information throughout their lives, and it's a lot to do on their spiritual journey. It's a lot to do with their karma. It's a lot to do with the way their spirit evolved. You see what I mean? So these type of people are never going to be able to learn, not because they don't want to, but that's their role on this earth. And the number three, people who are never going to be even willing to learn, this is exactly what their role is on this earth, and this is never ever going to change. You can try as much as you like, you can paint the picture, you can sing, you can dance, baby, you can do whatever you like, and these people are never going to open their mind, because that's their role on this earth, and it's to do with who they are, it's to do with how they were born, it's to do with their spirituality, it's to do with their spirit, it's to do with their soul, it's to do with their karma. That's exactly how they should be. So don't waste your time and with this type of people whatsoever. And they don't have to be horrible, they don't have to be nasty, they can be the most intelligent people, like when it comes to like maybe like intelligence, they can be the most intelligent people when it comes to like, oh my god, look, she finished so many universities, he finished so many universities. No, baby, no, I'm not talking about that type of intelligence. But then this type of people can be so intelligent when it comes to finishing so many universities, and so on one hand they're so intelligent, but on another hand, when it comes to the spirituality, they're never going to open up. As I said, I'm not having anything against these people whatsoever, but the bottom line is that it's a lot to do with the fact that these people are never ever going to change. So when it comes to the blue tiger's eye, it's so powerful because it covers so much, my gorgeous peopleini. It just covers so much when it comes to the blue tiger's eye. So it just attracts all those things that I said in terms of the career and finances and a good luck, but at the same time it helps you to connect and reconnect your third psychic eye, pineal gland or pineal gland. And this in itself, it's really kind of like, oh my God, honestly, you get the most out of this life, you get the most of this spiritual journey, because when you wear this, you just realize that slowly but surely you start changing, you start becoming more spiritual, you start thinking about so many things that you've never thought about before, and you start kind of planning things that were at the back of your mind for so long, but even subconsciously you start planning things and doing things that you should be doing, and then sometimes you don't, because it's subconscious, you don't even realize until you get to the certain point, and it's like, oh my God, I can't believe I've done this, I can't believe I've done that. How come I was brave to do this? How come I was brave to do that? So it's guiding you so nicely without you even realizing. It helps you so much on so many different levels. So it's to do a lot when it comes to your third psychic eye. And I'm keep on telling you, and I know I said this so many times, that the third psychic eye is just so important. It what reconnects us with our spirituality, and the more you reconnect yourself with your own spirituality, the more you understand, the more you're aware, the more progress you have in your life. It helps you to empower yourself. It helps you to notice things that you don't normally notice. It helps you to heal, my gorgeous people. It helps you to be open to spiritual guidance. It helps you to notice changes you would never notice. It helps you to visualize so much better. It helps you to remain centered, okay? It helps you to pay attention to your body and to understand your body. It helps you to be creative. It helps you to break negative habits, and it helps you to, accept life's challenges when you would be like normally, oh my God, I'm not too sure. So this is why the blue tiger's eye, it's something that I highly recommend you, my gorgeous peopleini. And look at how beautiful this is. Look at how gorgeous this is. It looks a lot like a golden tiger's eye, of course, but then again, at the same time, it has got that gorgeous blue color, and the blue color is so powerful when it comes to like that energy flow in between yourself and in between your aura, in between your third psychic eye. It's just, oh my God, it really helps to clear the blockages. This blue color within this blue tiger's eye, it helps you to clear the blockages, and by clearing the blockages, the energy flows freely, and that really is playing a huge part when it comes to you recentering and you regrounding yourself and feeling yourself again. It's absolutely brilliant. So this is why I'm so excited about this blue tiger's eye, my gorgeous peopleini, and this is something that I really highly recommend you, because you see there is just so much about it. I was waiting for this for absolutely ages. It took me ages to find this, indeed. So now I'm absolutely delighted to offer this to you, my gorgeous people, indeed. This gorgeous tiger's eye, it's basically, you will see the link. It's actually going to be in the description below. Just click on the name of this video and it's going to expand, and you're going to see the actual where this is going to be for sale. But indeed, this is something I highly recommend you, and it comes with a gorgeous sterling silver chain, and that this is something that I really want you to have, my gorgeous people. Okay, my gorgeous peopleini, thank you so much for watching this video. I love every single one of you. See you later. Bye.